Photography hacks. Love them or hate them, this one might actually be worth it. What is going on, everybody? If you're new around here, my name is Finn Badgley. I'm a commercial fashion portrait photographer and all-around content creator. And today we're looking at actually a TikTok by the user Joseph Martin Shots. So thank you for making this video because that gave me content to make this video. And I saw you try it, and it's not that I don't believe you. I just have to try it for myself because right now I have a diffusion filter on this camera. Here I have the Moment Cinebloom 10% diffusion with some step down rings on it. Full length review going in depth on this filter will be linked up here. But basically the idea in this TikTok is that it was posted by a commenter of his for him to try. Basically the idea is you get some saran wrap, pull it tightly around some step up or step down rings and pull it tightly. And the idea is that it works as a diffusion filter. So because I have a diffusion filter on the lens right now, that cost me like $90, $100, whatever it was at the time, I decided I would compare that to a couple cents worth of saran wrap and a couple dollars worth of step up and down rings to see if this hack actually works. And it honestly, it worked for him in the TikTok, so maybe it'll work for me. I don't know, let's find out. Okay, now in the video, it just showed basic saran wrap tied around those step up and down rings, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, let's do this. Now, the video showed it pulled pretty tightly, so that's what I'm going to try to do here. Pull it as tight as possible, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we actually have the saran wrap on the camera at this point. Now, full disclosure, as I was pulling it off, it kind of did crinkle and release some of that tension, probably making for a bit more of that mist effect than we would otherwise get if it was pulled really nice and tight like it was in the video. This is something that seems it has a little more trial and error, but honestly, looking at it right off the bat, it actually does seem to have a little more of that mist effect compared to the Moment Cinebloom 10%. This might be closer to something like a 20% or something like that. I haven't tried the 20%, so I can't speak on that for sure. But you can see we're getting some nice fall off from the highlights here. It actually does look pretty pleasing. Now, the one thing about this is you might be doing this continuously rather than just slapping on a filter and calling it a day. But if you don't want to spend $100 on a filter, this is a pretty solid hack. You know what we're gonna do, just to show you the difference right now, keep in mind this is gonna be just with a 10% mist filter. We're going to go to the expensive filter. We're on the Cinebloom again and back to the saran wrap. This is the saran wrap now. Cinebloom one more time, back to the saran wrap. Back to the saran wrap one more time, and this time we're gonna stay on. Okay, and now we're staying on the Cinebloom for the rest of the video. So I hope you can see the difference there between as I'm cutting back and forth. Now, like I said, the thing that I noticed here, even when I was reviewing a bit of the footage, is the saran wrap definitely had a little more of that glowiness, but I like a more subtle mist filter, me personally, at least for the camera and lens setup that I have at this time. So for me, I like the 10%. If I wanted something heavier, that's a great option actually. And it's also something where if you ever forget one of your mist filters and you really need that look, this is a very affordable, very good way to do it. A lot of these photo hacks I'm always skeptical of because you see them and you're like, how good can that be? And you try it out and it doesn't work too well. Now, like we saw there, if it were wrapped tighter, it would probably match this Cinebloom 10% almost exactly. So it might take a couple times of trial and error, but also something to note is when I was unscrewing the step up and down rings, I thought that it was going to be super stuck and I was going to have to fight with it. But nope, they just unscrewed like usual and it wasn't any big deal. So that's something that was good to see, actually. It's always interesting when you find those photo hacks that actually just kind of work. They sound absolutely insane, but when you put them in practice, they kind of actually work and do what they're, I guess, supposed to do. Sometimes you see these photo hacks and it's kind of gimmicky or they tend to get overused, but this is something subtle, something that replaces an everyday tool and something that you can have in your back pocket if ever you forget it. And that, I think, is what leads to the greatest photo hacks. It's not something I would ever think to do, honestly. But now, if I ever needed that mist filter in a pinch and didn't have it, maybe I'll reach for the saran wrap. So, let me know your thoughts on this. What do you think of this photo hack? Thanks to Martin for making that TikTok and inspiring me to make this video. Again, it's not that I didn't trust you. I just had to try this out for myself because you put saran wrap on your lens, you're like, how crazy can that be, right? But I'm glad that it worked. Let me know your thoughts, reviewing the before and after, the different types of filters and whatnot. Let me know what you thought. Would you ever put something like this on your camera? Are you a fan of mist filters? Are you not? Are you in the camp of I don't want anything in front of my lens? Let me know your thoughts down below. Drop a like if you like this kind of video and you want to see more different photo hack tests from me in the future. Comment your opinions from what you saw. And subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell to be notified when I post new videos so you never miss an upload. Work hard, rest often, and as always, I will see you on the next one.